Hello, I'm PJ. I have a small 19,000 subscriber YouTube photography channel, and in this video I'm going to show you all of the AdSense revenue that I've made from the life of this channel, and more importantly, I'm going to show you how I made $5,297.77 without lifting a finger. Okay, first things first, I'm no guru. I'm not even particularly good or knowledgeable in this area. I am just sharing my own experience because I've been watching a lot of videos like this and I'm fascinated by it. And I think perhaps if you're a small creator or if you're looking to start a channel, this might be of interest to you in deciding whether or not to go down this path. And maybe if you've been a long time subscriber of this channel, maybe you'd be interested to know the financial side of it. In this video, I'm probably going to be talking a little bit about passive income, and I just sort of have to say upfront that passive income doesn't mean free money. It means that you invest your time upfront so the returns can trickle in later. The important thing here is to make passive income, you have to invest. You can invest time or money, and generally the more you have of one, the less you need to have of the other. The great thing is generally you will have one or the other of those resources. For example, when I started this channel, I had a lot more time than I had money, so that's what I was able to invest. Okay, all that aside, let's skip to the juicy bit and I'll show you exactly how much money the channel has made over its lifetime from AdSense. Okay, so most people don't show you the numbers until the very end of the video, and to be honest, I think that's kind of bullshit. I am not about just dragging a video out for the sake of it. If the only value that you derive for this is the number at the end, then maybe this is not the video for you. I really think the value comes from the explanation and the narrative behind these stats. So having a look at the numbers here, the total revenue that I've made from the channel is almost $7,200. It's not too bad in, 4.5 years or something. It's not great, but it's not too bad. The interesting thing is I haven't been uploading for 3 of those 4 years. Anyway, we'll get into that. The numbers here that you see, if you're not familiar with this type of video, on the right here we have playback-based CPM. So your CPM is your cost per mil. Mil is the French word for 1,000, and basically this means what YouTube is making per 1,000 views of your videos. So that means I'm pretty sure that's what this means. They sell ads in your videos at $13.58 on average for every 1,000 views that they get. And the other number, RPM, is the revenue per mil, which means out of that, nearly $14, I get $3 from that. That's on average. I'll go through it and show you some of my top videos and show you how the actual RPM is a bit different, but it's a little bit skewed because I have a lot of poorly performing videos in that mix. So yeah, $7,200. Is it worth 180 videos? Definitely not. The effort that I've put in, hundreds and hundreds of hours, it doesn't add up. But in that time, my skills improved and my videos improved so much, and the scale kind of looks like this. It's this exponential graph. It gets better and better as you go. So I don't think it's time wasted at all. And yeah, the interesting thing is I stopped uploading to the channel middle of 2018. And let's have a look here. So this next section is a custom timeline. I've set it from the 1st of August 2018 to the 1st of August 2021. So that's almost exactly, I think it was 2 years and 11 months that I wasn't uploading. So this is almost exactly, I just made this 3 years perfectly, but this is basically from the date that I uploaded my last video and then the date where I just recently started uploading to the channel again. So the interesting thing is, what is that? Like 75% of the revenue that I've made on the channel came after I stopped uploading. That's really cool, but at the same time, it's really frustrating because I remember at the time I wasn't feeling motivated. The channel definitely wasn't producing a lot of money. It's, it's something like around $100 a month, let's say, which is not bad, but for the effort that you're putting in, it seems like a lot. But I will say, looking back, what a wasted opportunity, because the channel had just started to get some traction and it's just such a shame that I didn't continue because, like I said, the curve is exponential, and genuinely, I think if I had have just kept up one video a week for the last 3 years, I fully believe I'd have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't have 2, 3, 4, 500,000 subscribers. That's a video a week for 3 years. That's not counting, that's also me taking into consideration that your skills improve video to video. So I would have been getting better and better as we go. Not just that, in these days, I had no idea how to pick a good thumbnail. I had no idea how to title a video well. This was just pure blunt force. I was just uploading. I was doing 3 videos a week at the time, but I was just uploading to meet that quota. Good way to grow, but yeah, there was a lot of trial and error, that's for sure. Anyway, so this number here, $5,297.77, that is purely passive income. And I say that because I literally didn't lift a finger. I didn't even, I barely checked the channel in those 3 years. I put in the work up front and slowly it trickled in, $100, $150, $180 a month sometimes, purely passive income. That is really cool. That is something that I think can't be understated. And I think that is the value of a YouTube channel, because all the work that you are putting in, it does feel a bit hopeless sometimes. I think at my peak, I might have been growing 400 subs a month or something, which doesn't seem like a lot at the time. But when you look at it long term and you think, if I can just spend 4 or 5 hours in an afternoon making this video, and this video is going to slowly earn me income over the next 5 years, 10 years, then it's just a no-brainer. Like, it's honestly something that's got me super excited and inspired to get back to creating. Just on this last page quickly, you can see that the CPM and the RPM has gone up. The CPM means, I can only assume that it means my videos were a lot better in that time, but I think it also means that my videos were hitting different categories. So different types of videos have different earning potentials. So I don't think photography is like a super high earner, but for example, I have some stuff about Photoshop and I have some stuff about DIY, and I think those categories rank a lot more because advertisers compete for those videos a lot more. Anyway, let's keep going. So this is the last 365 days. You can see nearly $1,500. So it sort of works out. It hasn't really changed since I've started uploading again because I haven't put any banging videos up, but it sort of averages out to be about it's between 100 and 150 a month. Again, that's for largely not doing anything over the last 3 years. So it's cool when you think of it like that, but if you're doing it full time and you're treating it like a job, that doesn't seem like much. Here's just a quick look at some of like the daily revenue that the channel makes. So you can see it's never like a, big chunk. I might make, let's say on average $5 a day, sometimes higher, sometimes less. But, slowly it trickles in and it adds up. This next one is the last 28 days. So the videos that I've uploaded haven't really done any big numbers. I'm just getting back into the swing of uploading, but you can see they're hitting different categories because the CPM has gone up, the RPM has gone up, and that's only a positive thing. To be honest, I think I just understand YouTube so much more now. I've consumed a lot more YouTube and I'm really interested in the back end now, whereas last time I was interested in just upload. Okay, this next page shows the income coming in per video for my top 5 videos. So let's have a look at these down here. So if you have a look, it's funny, when I think to my best videos, maybe that one, number 2, photography, the 3-point lighting one, I would think that would be one of my best videos, but pretty much all of these other ones, I wouldn't consider them my best videos. Particularly this one. This one's ranking number 1. This video that I made literally at my computer in Photoshop, just resizing prints and sending them off to be printed, that would have taken 2 hours. That video is made like nearly $1,400. This kind of blew my mind when I saw this because first of all, it was an easy one to make. Secondly, it just wasn't that much like my normal content. But thirdly, it just goes to show that if you find the right niche, if you find the right category, you can make so much more money from it. So having a look at this video in particular, 9-minute video, it's a little bit of a longer one compared to some of the other videos I was making. So that always helps for watch time. Have a look at the numbers here though. The CPM was $23. I'm pretty sure that was like double a lot of what the other videos were, or at least like, let's say 50 to 60% better. From this video, out of the $23 that the advertisers make from the video, I actually make nearly $10 per 1,000 views. That's a really good CPM, especially in the photography genre. It's such a weird one because this video, it's not like it came out and performed really well off the bat. It's a really tricky balance to find stuff that your subscribers are going to like and then balance that with stuff that is going to get picked up in the algorithm. For example, my subscribers really liked music photography stuff and they really liked editing challenges. We do these sort of community challenges that would get everyone involved, but that stuff is horrible for the algorithm. It doesn't really get picked up. YouTube doesn't recommend it to other people. Whereas this sort of thing, like Photoshop tutorials and sort of like DIY stuff, that has a chance to get picked up. So I'm not sure exactly when that happened, but sometime over the last couple of years. It's pretty crazy, right? If you can make the right video, if you can work out what a good evergreen just means it's going to be always relevant. If you can work out what that video looks like and sort of game the algorithm a little bit, this was like I said, investment of about maybe 3 or 4 hours of my time from start to finish to shoot and edit. $1,300, can't argue with that. Can I replicate it? Very hard to say. But like I said, my videos improved so much towards the end of this period. So I think, the better you get and the more you see what starts to work through trial and error, you can see what videos you need to make in the future. Similarly, looking at some of the other videos, this one, the 3-point lighting tutorial, I think I nailed the thumbnail. It's a very clear, easy video to watch. I look back now, the production's not that good. I wouldn't make something like this now, but in 2017 when I made it, I think it was pretty decent. And this one did really well because it got picked up by Petapixel and F-Stoppers and a few different blogs, which really boosted the numbers. And then the algorithm caught onto it and it's just been pretty consistent ever since. So the funny thing is here, if you have a look at this video, the CPM is $11, the RPM is $3. I'm getting, this one's got double the views. I think it's got 300,000 something views of the Photoshop one here, but it gets a third of the revenue per mil. So I'm only earning $3 per 1,000 views, whereas the other one I'm earning, closer to $10 per 1,000 views. That just goes to show if you can find and, hit your video in the right categories, it can pay off so much more, even if you're not getting massive views. I think this one's, like 150,000 views maybe. Again, this one, it goes with the other video. It's sort of like the other part to it. Actually, not really, but it's in a very similar vein. I literally bought some frames from the op shop. I took the art out of them and I put my own prints in them. Again, it would have taken a couple of hours on an afternoon to film in my bedroom when I lived with mum and dad. A little bit of a longer one, that always helps for some extra watch time. And you can see this video's made, $740 for not that much effort. So when you think about investing 3 or 4 hours and then over the course of a few years, it's going to slowly, add up to $700, $800, it kind of is a no-brainer. The real art is to just picking those topics, picking those videos, and to be honest, just putting out enough of them that some of them are going to get picked up, because obviously not every video is a hit. If you look through all my videos, most of them don't earn very much money. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything to take away from this, it's that, first of all, you're not going to make big money doing this, but also if you have more time than money, why not make a few videos? Why not experiment and invest some time up front in the hope that, that's going to slowly trickle in. $100, $120, $150 landing in the account every month. It's not much, but it's such a nice surprise to see it, especially when, You know, like I said, the last 3 years I didn't upload at all. I actually quit in 2018 with no intention of ever picking it back up. And recently I sort of have been a bit inspired, and I realized this is something that I really love doing. So I've come back to it, and gee, I kick myself for stopping. Like I said, the curve is exponential, and I have wasted so much potential by letting the channel die. But at the same time, I've learned a lot, and I'm excited to see where the next 3 years takes me. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and you've learned something, if you could gently caress the thumbs up button for me, that would help me land this video under the eyes of the almighty YouTube algorithm. And then I would earn more money, and I can show you it in the next video. Consider subscribing if you haven't. I make videos around photography and music photography, and I've committed to upload one a week for the next couple of months. So hopefully we'll start to see some growth. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.